Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Monday, 19th of May. In this update, Hope's new urgent care services will take the load off EDs and support growing communities. This year's budget will provide $164 million over 4 years. That's $41 million a year for expanding urgent and after-hours services. This includes identifying 24/7 services in counties Manukau, Tauranga, Whangarei, Palmerston North and Dunedin. Whangarei Mayor Vince Kokorulo says Northlands had problems with the doctors and nurses shortage while its population increases.
I believe that this funding will actually help out with that and actually allow these places to actually expand and grow so that we can actually get our community looked after.
A focus on getting the most out of the resourcing available for our distance learning school, which continues to see enrolments rise. Te Kura, formerly known as the Correspondence School, had about 31,000 students enrolled last year, 32% more than 2018. Chief Executive Terina Leonard says they could always do more with extra resources. She says a funding increase for at-risk students kicked off a few years ago, and they're seeing the benefits of that.
So being able to have online counsellors for our students, having additional teacher aid support, those things are, we believe, making a real difference to our students.
Military leaders and veterans will gather in Auckland's Devonport this week, delving into past Māori military service. The Military Veterans Waitangi Tribunal kaupapa inquiry was set up to investigate historical claims of Māori veterans and their family. It looks into sacrifices they made, the way they were treated during and after service, and the obligations of the Crown under the Treaty of Waitangi. The Regulatory Standards Bill's being labelled a direct attack on the ability to pass environmental protections. Environmental organisations have banded together to call on Prime Minister Christopher Luxon to reject the bill, which goes before Cabinet today. Greenpeace Executive Director Russell Norman says it gives corporations or businesses an expectation of compensation if they're negatively affected by laws protecting the environment. He says as soon as you do that, it becomes far less likely the government will want to introduce those laws if it means it has to compensate corporations. A focus on peace from new Pope Leo XIV during his inauguration mass. Addressing thousands in St. Peter's Square, the Pope used his inaugural mass to highlight concerns about the war in Ukraine, also warning against marginalisation of the poor and autocracy. The BBC's Bethany Bell says there's been a lot of emotion in the square.
People telling me that they had come here because they felt it was an important occasion, that they liked the Pope's message of peace.
In sport, Max Verstappen has sealed his second Formula One win of the season for Red Bull. Liam Lawson has finished 14th. In NRL League action, South Sydney are back into the top 8, beating West's 22-12. Moana Pacifica captain Adi Savea has claimed the Super Rugby Pacific Player of the Year title after establishing an unassailable lead in voting with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Nottingham Forest remain in Champions League football contention after a 2-1 Premier League win over West Ham. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.